G'day guys, and welcome down here to Wrigley Reserve, down here at Glenelg, down by the seaside, and I hope we get to see some wonderful vehicles. This is the Old Crocks Run. This will be I think about the 91st running of this event, so it has been going for a long time. This year they're starting from Hutt Street in the city, and they're travelling approximately 14 kilometres down here to Glenelg by the bay. So as we wait to the scene over there, I think you can just see in the distance an RAA van pulling in, and I think I can spy in the distance a few of the competitors coming now to the finish line of the Old Crocks Run for 2025. And we'll get to see some beautiful cars of yesteryear come in. Of course, the Dion Burton. Beautiful old cars coming in, and of course because they're mixing in with the normal traffic, they've got to obey the normal road rules. And a few beautiful old motorcycle sidecars and old motorbikes coming in too. Even an old hot rod getting in on it. And like I was saying, this event is put on by the Sporting Car Clubs of South Australia, one of the oldest car clubs around. So a great event, a bit like a mini beige birdwood. There's a Ford Crown Victoria goes past. And I apologise for the wind noise, it's very windy down here today. But at least we get to hear the burble of some very, very nice old cars. Oh, there's beautiful old Ford tooting his horn. Absolutely magnificent. And of course there's a Rover as well, one of my favourite English cars, followed by a Ford. Beautiful to see these old cars. And a couple of the modern entrants into this event, I believe. I mean, I know it's very windy today, but at least there's no rain about, so some of these old vehicles can get out and about. And of course this event has got a wide range of cars from I believe the early 1900s right through to a 2024 car, I believe. As we watch a few more come around, that old Hudson Super 6 is a beauty. It took the corner very well. Beautiful old Jaguar. I don't know if he's in the thing or if he's just going around. No, he's just going around. And a couple of Commodores. Behind the motorcycle sidecar we have a VB, I believe, with a VK police car in Hutt Street. Beautiful old HK Holden, made in Australia of course, followed by a Beetle. So I believe there's about approximately over 150 different types of vehicles of all makes and models will be here today. So yeah, quite an astounding little event. And of course when they eventually park up, we can have a bit of a closer look at them. There's a very hot VL coming around. I don't think he's a part of it, but this thing is so cool. I can't resist taking a video of it as well as watching the other cars come in. There's a whole stream of Jaguars come in. How did you like that? Another Jaguar. Little baby Austin. How's that for a roll noise? A couple of Chrysler Valiants go past. Or one. There's another one waiting here to go around as well. Utility VE. Beautiful, nice EH Holden, followed by a Subaru Brumby. I've seen a few times at Coffee and Cream, the Packard. Followed by a Buick, or Buick. Now we've lost it. How cute. Something you don't see every day. And as a small group of spectators stand to welcome some more of cars, here comes some more. So there's a bit of everything. And I think even this old Terran is going to be in on the act. Which is good. That nice old Packard. And of course the Rover Cyclops that we saw at Vic Park the other day. So we get to see him again as well. As a bit of a traffic snail starts up. Even the old exit truck is coming behind the ornate roundabout. The big old Dodge truck. Corvette action as well. And like I said, the big old Dodge truck. And a big Hummer. And yes, it is a Commodore, but Hudson Commodore. Sorry, last year, another Rover. Followed by a couple of Doggermobiles. Beautiful old Mustang. Going to get out in amongst the traffic. So as you can see, most of the competitors have come in. There's room for a few more though. Running old Cortina. So I think everybody seems to have arrived, and yeah, so we'll have a bit of a wander around and have a look at some of these wonderful vehicles that have arrived here on the Old Crocks Run for 2025, put on by the Sporting Car Club of South Australia. So as you can see, there's some beautiful there, like this beautiful Lanchester. Big old beast of a thing. And then an Oakland Overland. Very, very nice. And of course, one of my favourites, the Rover. Rover will never be over, as they say. 3.5 litre. And yeah, absolutely lush in there. Beautiful, with all the plush interiors. What you'd expect from one of the more up-class British cars. And of course a up-class Ford Australian car. Really? Very early Falcon 500 in original condition. Sort of looks very, very nice indeed. And of course we've got some Jaguars. Really cute little Austin, or Baby Austin as they were often referred to, I think. There, a very nice MG over here. That thing is beautiful. Love that. MG. How's that? 1959. Bit of an Alvius. A Silver Eagle. Of course, another old since defunct brand, Alvius. And a Sunbeam Talbot. How gorgeous is that? Nice to see a Sunbeam Talbot up close. And of course, the Chevrolet, very early Chevrolet. How cars used to be. And then of course a car that I'm familiar with, and people that follow me on the channel would be familiar with, the E.H. Holden of the 60s. And of course a firm favourite amongst the Subaru people, the Brumby, the workhorse of the Subarus. And then we've got this very old Morris commercial truck. I'm not sure what the year of it is. it has got a bit of writing in there we might be able to find. 1927. So there you are, if you wanted a truck in there, that's what you got. Very, very. Of course, a nice Rover 75. Very, very interesting. I've always been fascinated with the Rover cars and the brand. But yeah, and I always like to see a Rover. I know a lot of people go there, but I like to see it. And he's got the little Rover 75 badge on the back. And of course, then we go to a Ford Thunderbird. And yeah, check out the gauges on him as well. Very, very cool. Very big. Two-seater, of course. Big car just for two people, but my God. That's a very, very stunning car. And something that some people would probably hate. A little Toyota. And this big, beautiful Rolls Royce. How's that? Very, very stunning. And even though it's got the flag of the Old Crocks Run on it, it sort of looks a bit like royalty, doesn't it? And then we've got a Ford Deluxe. Very nice indeed. And then we've got a nice big Jaguar. The Jaguars, the best of British, as they say. And I think this one here is a Morgan. A Morgan sports car. How stunning is that? Next to a Fiat as well. And then another one, a Ford XK. The big change for the better, Ford. Very, very nice. So yeah, I was wrong on both counts. XK. I need to learn up more of my Ford knowledge, don't I? And then we've got a 2024 McLaren. So this thing is very, very new. And looks very fast indeed. Next to a Singer. Now, not sure of what type of Singer it is, but it is definitely a Singer. And not the music type. Definitely not the music type. But very, very cool indeed to see. And of course, one thing I forgot about seeing this Chevrolet, which I've seen many, many a time, it was made by Holden. And it's even got the little Holden badge to prove it. How cool is that? Very interesting little old Ford T. And if my memory serves me correct, this says it's a 1925. All that gear and sprocket business down there is actually attached to a cable which goes to the speedo. So before they were putting them in the gearboxes, they were putting them onto the front wheels to show you what speed it was. I don't know how accurate that was. And of course this Sunbeam has got a very, very, very interesting hood ornament on it, or radiator cap, in the form of a kangaroo. How cute is that? Sunbeam. And if you want something of a Humber, here's a very early Humber. I'm not sure what year, but definitely an early Humber. Think well before Super Snipe and all of that sort of business. Very, very interesting. Humber Motor Company, it says. Manufacturing in Coventry. So, yeah, they were making these very, very cool Humbers back in the day. And of course, a cool Dodge
Dodge Brothers. Before Dodge was taken over by Chrysler, they had the Dodge Brothers who were manufacturing cars. I think the Ford had something to do with it as well, or they had something to do with him for a while too. And there's your petrol gauge down there. If I started there, started at the back, it would have been, I would have known it was a 1917 Dodge, but I didn't. So there you go. Now we know. And of course you got another Dion Burton, a bit more of a bigger one. He's also got a kangaroo on there. What is it with the kangaroos on top of the hood for the hood ornaments? Very interesting. Must find out about that. And of course this Hudson here, which has got a bit of a boat tail on it. And if I can get around the other side, just check out the impeccable woodwork on this. Very, very cool indeed. And there's his tailpipe, but check that out. It just looks like a boat has been taken upside down and they made a car out of it. And it even says Hudson Super 6 Boat Tail Speedster. How's that? How's that? And he's got a few photos of its restoration as well, which is very, very cool.
Design and build beautiful, practical homes.
What was the joke about the Volkswagen? Somebody stole my motor. Because he's not in the front, is it? It's in the back. I know, 1927 Chrysler. So this is the type of car that Chrysler were making back in the day. There's the Chrysler big engine. Look at that. How's that? The Chrysler power plant. And yeah, very, very cozy too. Or probably had a squeeze 3-seater in there. And of course a dicky seat at the back, I would imagine. And he too has his fuel gauge down on the tank. Very inconvenient if you were going along and you had to keep getting out to check how much petrol you had in your tank. But it was what it was back in the day, that's for sure. And I just love those spokes on that wheel. Beautiful, beautiful. 1927 Chrysler. What a work of art. What a work of art. Beautiful big old Jaguar, eh? Sort of got to like the look and the style of those Jaguars. And of course they had the little opening rear quarter light as well for the rear passengers. So you had your quarter light opening for the front, and you also had a quarter light opening for the back, so you didn't have to roll down all the windows, the main windows. But yeah, you gotta love that. Beautiful 420 Jaguar. So we've spent a fair whack of the day down here, and I think they'll be starting to, some of them will be starting to go now, so then we might watch a few of those and go home ourselves. And we've got a little MGTF, and it's got a certificate of authenticity as well, and it says an individual limited number of 237 of global production of 16,000. They have limited models. The certificate, like your MGTF is unique, and it was signed by the chief designer at MG. How's that? How's that? For a nice little MGTF. He's got his own little certificate. And of course then there's two Gogglemobiles, two for the price of one, hey? And I bet he does. He had a great... I was just looking again at this Alvius Silver Eagle, and he's again has a little hare or a bunny or a kangaroo or something on there. I think it's a bunny or a hare. But what really got me, just look at that dash. Look at that. Thing is absolutely stunning in every dimension. That woodwork is absolutely, looks like something that comes out of a house. And as we did have a look before at the Packard, but we can have a bit of a gaze at his, look at his straight 8 engine. Look at that. How's that for a power plant? Straight 8. Even if you want to count the spark plugs, they're there. They're all 8 of them. And how could I negate this beautiful little Ford Cortina taking pride and place right at the back here at the Old Crocks Run finish line. Cortina, how's that? Absolutely stunning. Another beautiful looking Jaguar. Absolutely stunning colour, that one. And that's not him going like that. Beautiful old Cadillac. Look at it. What a beautiful old machine. There's a Jaguar rolls out behind him. But I think the Monaro will get there first. Oh, God. There's the old Bentley shugs out. Now you listen to this beautiful old Chrysler. Absolutely beautiful old Chrysler. Same with this MG. In fact, I've never seen such beautiful looking cars. And absolutely stunning turnout as well. One of the best. Blue cut McLaren leaving the grounds, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. Blue on this, beautiful. 750S. How's that for 2024? Nice Mustang as it rolls out. As does this beautiful, beautiful car. And the people dressed up in the period too. They really get into the spirit of this. And of course a beautiful EH Holden. See much. Pulls up very quickly, but yeah, just to show that he's got good brakes on him for the old EH. Now we have 3 stunning cars coming. course, one of my favourites, the old Rover. This thing is a thing of beauty, that Rover. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course the old Tirana. V8 of course. Hope we don't get smoked out with the little Goggle-mobile. Just as well the wind is blowing the other way, otherwise I'd be smoked out. And up he goes in a cloud of smoke. Beautiful old Chevrolet. They don't make them like that anymore. There's the little Austin goes to depart, followed by an MG. MGB. And as a few more start to depart, beautiful MG. Look at that. There's this another beautiful Chevrolet leaves. Look at that. What a stunning machine that is, from 1932. I love your Rover, mate.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Are you going to put the bumpers back on, or are you going to leave it off?
No, leave it.
Fair enough. Good on you. Obviously with a big front end like that, it was a bit hard to see where you are. There's these big Jaguar leaves as well. And the beautiful TR6, one of the best looking TR6s I think I've ever seen in real life. The thing is absolutely amazing. There's another Goggle-mobile. Well, the second Goggle-mobile that was here leaves. Can't help laugh at when you see one of them. If you hit me, you hit the pillar. I'm being used as a marker, I think, now. The Chevrolet that was built by Holden. Just ticking over. As a fairly rare MGTF leaves. Around the other side of me. And of course, one of the cars I wanted to see leave was this big old Dodge, the Dodge Charger. How big and beautiful is that? Listen to it with its big V8 power. Safe old car. Beautiful VK Commodore. How's he going?